Hello, I hope you're well. The Great Houses of Caldaria is a feudal grand strategy game focusing on family dynamics. You can organise trade agreements, send delegations to competing families, you can spy, you can build up your armies, and all the while you can build traditions of your family to be the greatest in all Caldaria. Now, I won't say I'm amazing at these games because strategy is not my strong suit, but I do enjoy them. So let's see how it goes. Caldaria was once known as a paradise, however the rulers of old grew hungry for power and knowledge and devastation followed. The exact reason for the downfall are long forgotten, and for centuries Caldaria was taboo and never to be visited again. When the new emperor learned of the land, he disregarded the warnings of his council and granted a mandate for any noble house to claim part of the land in his name. He appointed a viceroy to rule Caldaria on his behalf. However, just 2 generations after the recolonization, bickering had arisen. Rumours are spreading that the viceroy himself has succumbed to the same old megalomania that affected the rulers of old. Meowthea. Ooh, okay. Oh, this is a tradition, okay. Your fiefdom requires less population growth to gain a new worker. Your workers require less happiness resource as wages. All family members in military conflict have +10 attack skill. Your safety level is higher, this means you can spend less workers' time to keep safety up. Your intrigue level is always a minimum of 1. Your building upgrades require less resources to be built. I'm trying to think of other strategy games I've played, and I feel like I always struggle with having the resources to build things, maybe? I feel like safety is very important though. And also happiness. We'll go with scholars. I think it sounds useful. It was our parents that led our expedition to recolonize Caldaria. Decades later, their time was up, but they left behind a prosperous fiefdom, large family, and the beginnings of a legacy. It came time to choose who among the children would become the new head of the family. Head of the family is the leader of your house. They have the final say on family matters. Okay, I don't trust men, so it's gonna be a female. What are these? Military, intrigue, economy, diplomacy. Okay. I know diplomacy is very important, but I feel like so is military and intrigue, right? And economy is quite important. I mean, she's got 3 that are really good, and this one's just got the diplomacy that she doesn't have. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. Oh, she's impatient. Well, she's gullible and benevolent. I know that word. R-E. GCSE-RE. What does this mean as well? Unmarried and she's married. Oh, so okay. I think I'm gonna go with this one. They seem quite nice and gullible, and I'm gullible. So I think maybe Celine, right? Ooh, coat of arms. Ooh, yes, tree. That could be cool. And then I'm gonna go with the green, I think. Okay, so now we're picking house origins. So the flatlands, high population crop bonus. Flatlands are always the best place to settle, I believe. We're among the first to arrive near the Emperor's land in the east. Hillside crafters unlocked. We're early to arrive, landed in the south near Eremeta? I need to hear someone say the words for me to understand how to pronounce them. I'm kind of terrible. Mountain range, materials, and ore bonus. Arrived later than many and settled in the mountains of the north. So then we have steppe, varied effects. Arrived when most of the land was inhabited and thus settled a bit further away in the west. So I'm guessing this is easy, medium, hard mode. I think we'll start out in the flatlands because I'm not good at strategy games anyway. I'm feeling this area. A coastal province, Lunresa. You guys can't see. Hang on. Let me move over here. Lunresa, coastal province that is protected by Denti de Citos. I'm butchering all of these names, I'm so sorry. Dangerous waters that only the most skillful sailors know how to navigate. The mountainous range provides additional protection to these lands, and therefore it has had the sense of security to grow even further. So we get bonus on crops, grapes and horses. I'm a horse girl, I love that. Workers 9, buildings built 12. Oh, it says what ones are built. Clear pits, bog, keep, stone walls, crop fields, crop rotation, stables, free pastures, animal pens, pastures, table, grapevines, wine pits. Honestly, wine and horses sound great for me. The members of your house can be found and accessed here. Hover over their portraits to see more information. This fiefdom is your home. Baroness Malthea of Lunresa. You are a vassal to House Troncaro. You pay taxes to them. 2 crowns may have several barons, 1 crown as vassals. Okay. Duke Zula governs over the duchy you belong in. There are 4 duchies in Caldaria. Duchies are indicated by the different backgrounds, colours of fiefdom banners. Dukes may have several counts as their vassals. So like this one's 3 crowns, counts are 2 crowns, and we are 1 crown. Viceroy Monscato rules over Caldaria on the Emperor's behalf. So I'm very bad at pronunciations, either like I'm just too Yorkshire to pronounce them and they just sound ridiculous either way, or I overthink how to pronounce them. Like there's a wine called Chianti, and for around a year I called it Chianti because I was like, oh, it sounds fancy. It's probably said like that. So yeah, I am going to butcher names. I apologise. Laugh at me, it's all good. The population of your fiefdom is shown here. First number is your current population. Second number is your max population cap. Population increases when the green bar fills to the top. Feeding people. Your population amount translates to workers. It's wise to make sure you have enough crops to feed your people. Each worker consumes 1 crop per day as food. Okay. Each worker assigned to a profession increases productivity. Total production per day is shown here. These panels show what is required to produce the resource as well as where the resource is currently consumed. I think I get that. It's a lot of numbers. I think I'm going to get confused. Drag and drop workers from other professions to farmers until your production of crops is positive. It takes time for the workers to reach their full potential after transfers. Farmers don't have maximum worker caps while other professions do. Is that okay? Because everyone else has got 1. Which one? Because like we definitely need 1 per thing, right? Maybe we take them off masons? Do I just keep going? That's everyone. Are you okay now? Oh, so we need 20 per day. Okay, now we've got 30. Okay, so we don't need all of them. Workers 9 times happiness equals city growth. You may assign your family members to oversee professions. The competence of your overseer may boost or hinder the profession. Production and happiness are the most important factors at the beginning. Those are measured by diplomacy and military skills of the overseer. Resources. The amounts of all resources are here. Your surplus or deficit per day is indicated by the small numbers. Icon indicates there is a problem with production. Well, yeah, because I removed everyone. Good diplomatic relations are important. Send an official visit to your overlord's fiefdom to improve your relations. Official visit? We're going with Celine again? She is an overseer. Is that going to affect that? All delegations have to be done by someone in your family. Choose a leader for your delegation. High diplomacy skill is often helpful. Yeah, she was the highest diplomacy. You may choose who you are going to visit by selecting a member from the other family on the right side. Okay, let me just find... Where's the best place for me to go? Should I go here? I guess, right? Is that better? Then you can see both sides. Watch something be like in the middle bottom now. I guess we go for this one. You may choose indicate personal relations. -5. House relations -5. Choose people who like each other. Well, you've only given me 1 option, really. This one's green, though. Let's go visit this guy. So is she going to visit them? Oh, yeah. Ooh. Why does she take a boat? There's a road. Safety negotiations, there we go. Most interactions between other families are presented with events. The event happens to the person on the left. Skills of the characters are often the greatest impact on the possible outcomes. The skill of 10 to 12 is average, 18 plus is superb. Traits may also affect the events depending on the context. Personal relations and house relations can often hinder or help your cause. That's why I chose the one guy with green. You may choose what your family members try to achieve, but their characteristics determine how well they succeed. Plan together to fortify borders, increase security in the cities. Suggest sharing criminal records. Your highlighted traits. Benevolent. So what's this one? Your military, their military. Your highlighted traits. Maybe this one then, because I feel like anything connected to the benevolent trait would be good, right? Oh, sorry, you can't see. I swear to God. I'm going to be shooting all around the screen. I'm going to go here. That one. Clavina and Celine debate about increase in criminal activity within their cities. The conversation is intense and both parties recognise the problem but cannot find a common solution for it. Celine feels that she's made progress with Clavina. House Taronco, House Meowthea, plus 13 opinion. That's good. Look, we've got 13 now. We've got good relations with their family. What did it want us to do? Make a trade, send a court member. Build a building. How do we build a building? Did it even go through that? I don't think it went through that. Build, right? Upgrades marked with tick are already built. An upgrade with this icon can be built immediately. This icon indicates you don't have enough resources. When an upgrade is started, all the workers in the profession will focus on completing it and they will not produce any resources during construction. So we have all these built, so I basically can't build anything yet. I need to wait. So I guess I just wait and we'll just fast forward for a while. So I'm guessing when it's sped up, it's usually a lot smoother if you're on a better PC. Mine is an old laptop at the moment. Although I am saving up for a PC build. If you want to help out, the Throne wish list is in the description. You don't have to though. Just if you're in the position to and you fancy it, but again, you don't have to. Out of curiosity, Dahlia Meowthea has ventured into a less reputable alley of the town, even though her mother has forbidden it. In a dim alley, a dirty-looking boy suddenly steps in front of Dahlia. He can't be much older than Dahlia, but he is taller. Why are you walking around these streets alone, rich girl? I'll beat you up, the boy threatens. What do we have? Your military... He has quite high military. I think we can fight. Oh, that's the mum. Why is it showing the mum? I thought it would show, like, the other person. Let's fight. The boy is strong but clumsy, and military training quickly gives Dahlia upper hand in the fight. The boy is left panting in the mud, and Dahlia managed to escape with only minor injuries. +1 military. Nice. Save the date. Is someone getting married? Isaiah. Isaiah receives an old-looking letter. When he opens it, a shiver runs up his spine, noticing it was an invitation to an important celebration that he has now missed. How should he respond to this missed opportunity? So was that our fault? Did I not realise? Because it didn't show up as an event. I think Isaiah's just a silly goose. We send a gift as an apology, probably. Economy 9. That's quite low. I think we go for this one. I would send a gift as an apology. Isaiah reads the letter and realises that he was invited to a celebration, but the letter got lost and reached him when the fun was already over. He decides to write a letter to the House Galen and send a small token along with it to apologise. Gold -30, but he gained the trait profligate. I don't think I'm saying that right. Again, apologies. Oh, look at that! We can afford things. Wine grapes. Buildings, table grapevines. Or we get a winemaker. It's plus 25% of resources. That's good. Wait, is it just an upgrade? Higher wage unlocked. Oh, it unlocks a higher wage. Okay, well, yeah, I think that's the better one for the kingdom. I always second guess myself when it asks this. Confirm. Should we be making sure that people are like having kids and stuff? Krita has noticed a courtier smiling at her often. He's very handsome and Krita is flattered by his attention. Now the courtier asks Krita to join him for a glass of wine in his chamber. Maybe it's not just wine he has in mind. It would be wrong towards my husband. We're loyal in this bitch. Krita tries to decline, but the situation makes her nervous and she babbles too much. Worst of all, Celine is close by and gives her a strange look. Gale, Krita, -5 resentment. Huh? He's married to him. Wait, but we rejected him. Gale, what the f? We rejected him. They're without a task, like what am I meant to do? Should we send her here? Oh, courtship? Okay, 1 second then. I don't know what's good. A herald has arrived from the capital to deliver a royal invitation for Celine Meowthea. By decree of the Emperor beyond the sea, the sigil of Pramatos, of bloodline immortal, 3rd of his siblings and 5th of his name, Eleusis Palatine the Generous. Official honorary titles shall be bestowed upon the great houses of Calderia as a token of gratitude for serving the realm and the crown. Viceroy Tico of House Monscato has departed to the Isle of Orsa to begin the preparations for the selection of these titles. Celine of House Meowthea is hereby summoned to the Isle of Orsa to represent their house and to declare how they may best serve the crown. Okay. Will she go automatically or do I have to send her? Because I don't know where the hell that is. Selene has begun her journey to the Isle of Orsa to represent House Meowthia in the selection of ranks of Caldaria. Safe journeys. Oh, there it's here. Okay, fair enough. The time has come for all the noble houses to announce what title they would be most eligible for. The selection will be conducted in order of hierarchy. Consumption of wages and happiness growth are 10% more efficient, gain the reputation heartfelt. That's a nice one. I think that's good. Because I'm less about war, I'm more about making my people happy. This is why I'm bad at strategy games. I'm just like, I just want my people to be happy, you know? All houses have now selected the title that they wish to compete for. The skills of your head of house and various actions increase your standing among your rivals. You may also ask for the support of other houses in your claim to the title. If they have equal or higher nobility level than you are, the Viceroy will only voice their support at the rank election event. You have 1 year to prove your worth to claim your title. Gain rank points by building upgrades for profession. Oh, well, we've already started upgrading stuff, right? Life event. Gale gazes over the fiefdom and feels empty. What is the purpose of us cultivating and fighting over this paradise? He can't even concentrate on daily matters and is desperate to ease his mind. Who should Gale reach for help? Philosopher, I think. The examples presented by philosophy are good, but they don't completely add up in Gale's situation. Maybe there's some use for these principles from here on in, but the hole inside Gale doesn't feel completely healed. Maybe he does need Jesus. I don't know. Galia. Forgiving, daring, reckless. They killed a boar. I think... Should we do that? Suggest that 2 unmarried members of the 2 houses entertain the idea of future marriage. First, you need to find suitable partners to one another. Then after 45 days of courtship period, the 2 will decide whether or not they agree to marry each other. An alliance. That's good. That's probably good, right? Is there anyone that will take... Let's see. Cunning, daring, just, gentle. Ooh. I think maybe we do that. Laia Piro has come to your court to ask if you would endorse their claim for the rank of Ears of Caldaria. How much money do we have? We have 400. We don't really need more money. I don't want social conflict. Yeah, improve stuff. A beautiful night treats listeners to warm winds, and a mesmerizing starry sky casts shimmering lights, making the gathering magical. Isaiah participates in this event at the request of his family to represent House Meowthia and to meet Gala. While listening to poems about the miseries of life, he noticed Gala looking in his direction and smiling invitingly. Should he take it a step further and introduce himself? Oh, write and perform a poem? He has high diplomacy. I think he'd knock that out of the park, to be honest. Infatuated. Is there any minuses? Oh, nice. Satisfies, confident. That went really well. Isaiah writes and performs a magical poem for Gala. He paints a beautiful picture with words about nature and flowers that reminds him of Gala's beauty. He gets a big round of applause and he feels confident that he got Gala's attention in a good way. Oh my god, this is so exciting. I'm living vicariously through them. Not that I would be sent off to get married to someone I don't know. Dating pool's hard right now. Just like in Barbie, you know, everyone's after a non-committal, long distance... What's it called? Krita is strolling the streets of Lunresa when she overhears exciting laughter nearby. She searches for the source and ends up in a remote garden. As she walks, looking side to side, she notices blankets and wineskins on the ground. Walking a little further, she sees a naked woman giggling with a group of others engaged in an orgy. Try and join them? Oh my god, you're married. Stay hidden and watch. Walk away unnoticed. Talk with them. Do we talk with them? Let's talk with them. Krita decides to join a conversation about the followers of Sarones. The topic includes why nymphs and satires, I don't know if I'm saying that right, perfectly represent Sarona's worshippers with their natural beauty and muscular bodies. Krita challenges this view, pointing out that the so-called nymphs and satyrs who have been caught were revealed to be just ordinary humans running around naked in the forest. The others engage in deep debate with her, which gives Krita great pleasure. Okay. Oh yeah, because we completed an upgrade. I'm what a divvy. Trade wheel. Sure. Isaiah was told about a travelling theatre troupe playing at the Kararani He decides to use the performance as an excuse to spend time with Gala. The troupe Comedie de Calderia relentlessly ridicules the nobility while also poking fun at commoners and burghers. Gala watches the performance intensely and Isaiah has a hard time interpreting what she might be thinking. After the first act, Isaiah starts a conversation about the play. So it's about comparing intrigue. We have a higher intrigue, so I think maybe that's good. Everything's a plus. It was good. Isaiah tries to get Gala's opinion to encourage interesting conversations and get to know each other better. Gala doesn't warm up to any conversation, but she looks at Isaiah intensely, blushing and smiling. Isaiah tries to lead the conversation and slowly get Gala to open up about her views about the play and its themes. They concentrate on the conversation and go back to see the rest of the play, feeling excited. Oh, that's so cute. Huh? Where's she going? She's going very far. I swear I only married her off to someone, like, on the left-hand side of us. No? Where's she going? Dinner at sunset, okay. His pavilion, I guess his pavilion's all the way over there. Artist surprises Celine with an invitation to participate to a luxurious dinner at sunset in his pavilion. Celine can't miss this opportunity, so she goes to this event with excitement. The dinner, with all the delicious food and beautiful evening sky, painted in different shades of red, makes Artiste look radiant. Talking with him makes Celine happy. How could Celine make the evening last longer? We have high diplomacy, so maybe that one. What's this one? That one's also diplomacy. Intrigue. Okay, so we have a higher diplomacy. I think we compliment the dinner. You can't go wrong with a compliment, can you? Minus? Courtship rejected. Celine tries to compliment Artiste about the dinner, but some of the compliments that come out of her mouth do not follow etiquette. This creates an awkward atmosphere for the rest of the dinner. Artiste tries to avoid Celine's eyes through the final hours. As soon as possible, Artiste says farewell to her and withdraws into his chambers. Sorry, Celine, that really sucks. Gale is out with his wife Krita. A ragged old woman approaches Gale and begs for coin. Krita is disgusted and tells Gale to hurry. Give coin. Kick the beggar. Give coin. The gods will look upon us favourably if we help those who are in need, Gale reasons. His wife agrees and gives the beggar a coin. That's what we'd like to hear. Baron Beta Garili has come to your court to ask if you would endorse their claim for rank of court schemer. We don't get along with them. Murderer! I think we ask for coin because she's a murderer. Beta does not entertain the idea of paying you, especially when the offer would only buy them a chance to negotiate. She leaves your court politely but clearly disappointed. Literally murderer, babes. Appeal for rank. Send delegation order to Noble Houses. Krita, let's send you... Who gets along with us? Oh, can we send you here? Diplomacy, appeal for rank, send. Maybe we send you here. Siren Song. The seafaring... Is that what that means? Seafaring? Seafaring? That sounds right to me. The seafaring is rough for the last leg of the trip. Supplies start to get dangerously low. The crew get scurvy, are malnourished, and suffer insomnia and hallucinations. Oh no. Olia tries to raise the crew's spirits, but this is hindered by the first mate babbling about an enchanting song coming from the sea. He describes the melody. It calls to me, like the most beautiful. The first mate falls back into mesmerized state. I think we stay on course. Olia takes control of the ship and convinces the crew to continue the journey forward. He gains respect of the crew, strengthening the bond between them and his own status. Satisfied, nice. Appeal delegation. Your house do not share a feudal bond. Amongst your rivals, your standing is the least desired. How will you make your claim? Social conflicts represent several topics that have to be achieved through intense negotiations. They are presented as a tactical combat between negotiators. Oh god. I'm not going to win this and I've lost 250 quid. I don't think I'm going to be any good at this. Choose your companions. Okay, so I think the only one that's going to... I think maybe this one? Wait. I'm confused. This is so... Oh my gosh. Okay. Here are the negotiation fields. Each of them have different topic. Toggles. Okay, hover over. If you win, house gives an endorsement. If you lose, endorsement not given. That's not fair. I think I've lost. It's fine. I wish I was better at strategy games. Oh well. Was that them? But I thought we were. Look, it's green. Let's just, yeah. I'm not doing that again. No way. Offer to endorse them out of generosity. I'm not going to stop being nice just because they're making me fight to get something. Dahlia is enjoying adulthood and the freedom to sneak into the city by herself. The streets are open. Now, where should Dahlia go? Before anyone starts to worry about her absence. Visit a marketplace, check a public house for company. I'm guessing that's, a fighting ring? No. Marketplace. Dahlia finds a travelling merchant haggling intensely and learns great strategies for her future businesses. It's what we like to hear. I think we go with this one, right? There you go, Celine. Good luck on this one. A herald arrived from the capital to deliver a royal invitation to Celine. By the grace of the Emperor beyond the sea, blah blah blah. Oh wait, she's going to meet someone though. I guess. Did we go with the older guy for that place? Because we could marry Dahlia as well. Although maybe it's good to marry her off to someone in a different area so that then we have ties with them. Isaiah has begun his journey to the Isle of Orsa to participate. Gil and Olia are not the best of friends, and now they are quarrelling again. Both complain about each other to Dahlia. How should Dahlia deal with the situation? Act as a mediator. Respect and respect, that's good. Dahlia highlighted Gale's good qualities to Olia and vice versa. Since then, this quarrelling has subsided. Okay, we did this wrong last time. Suggest a toast? Is that the better one? Celine proposes a toast to Durante. Durante, praising the dinner and House Vartak for inviting her to enjoy the evening with them. Durante looks satisfied and dinner continues with a surprise dessert, which makes the evening sweet and cheerful. So everything's at a plus. That's good. Let's see if we can send her to get to know Iago first. Yeah, we can. There we go. Hopefully we can make it like a good visit so that then it'll increase their standing with each other. And then we can try court them. Okay, so this is the same as the one we had before. Oh wait, Celine, it is the older one. I thought it was a younger one. Why wasn't the younger one available for Dahlia then? So this was the better one, I believe. Oh wait, shame? Courtship rejected. Oh my god, no one likes Celine. These men have issues with women in power. That's what I'm trying to... Well, that's what I'm kind of getting from this. Trend setting. Dahlia organises a meeting with the intention of impressing Iago Obrero by showing off the Meowthia's sense of fashion. After long preparations, Dahlia arrives at Setunco with her retinue and is ready to set plan in motion. March in. Present the quality of the craftsmanship in hopes of business. Give Iago the you think fits him best. Ooh. So this one is relations. So I think we go with this one. What? That's so... Oh my gosh. This is hard. The day has finally arrived and honorary titles of Calderia will be given to the most deserving houses. Before the Viceroy voices his own support, he will hear the endorsements of all the houses for each of the titles. Royal scribes will also hear the accounts of progression from each house and rank competitors accordingly. Each house has done their very best to prove their worthiness of the title they desire. The Viceroy will now show their support, in the varying degrees, to the house with the most convincing argument of why their house should receive them. Wait, no, I don't have to do this game, do I? We got 50 rank points, but I don't think we won. The Viceroy has now heard the arguments of the competing houses and has made the decision on whom to support. The competition is now over and the titles have been granted to the worthiest houses. I don't think we've got it. Yeah, that's not us. We will last. Gala, is this the one? This is the one, right? Send. Diplomacy. Who do we have here? Gentle, attractive, and blunt. We might as well try it. Or do we... Let's send to there. Let's get that -7 up. Official visit. We'll visit him. Isaiah and Gayla sit across from each other at a private dinner table, their eyes fondly focused on each other as they discuss the important matter at hand. They have courted each other and are now trying to decide which one of them will join the other's family. Once they have resolved this matter, they will finally become engaged to be married. According to tradition, the house that will gain a new family member through marriage also promises to pay for the wedding expenses. The new marriage will form an alliance between the two houses, strengthening their families' positions and resources. The cost of the wedding would be small wedding. Let's try get her to join. Oh god, not this again. Right to arrange a wedding. We won! During a dinner at Rolano, Noah asked Selene to speak honestly about how House Monsvidal is viewed in Lunresa. The request is polite, but obviously he is trying to assess the trustworthiness of House Meowthia. How should Selene answer the request without causing a diplomatic conflict? Intrigue 21, so that's not going to be good. Everything's lower. Their intrigue, your diplomacy. Openly, I guess. The situation makes Selene uncomfortably nervous and she mentions small details that should not have been revealed. Noah seems thoughtful and Selene fears that her speech did more damage than good. Minus opinion of family, plus recent visit. I'm not good at this. Crops 50, gold 10, wine 20, materials arrange. Krita's retinue are sailing across the ocean. When they notice something in the misty horizon, they tell Krita that something large and ghostly is floating on the water. She thinks about what it could logically be, while remembering stories about great ships that have vanished during the travels when sailing through dangerous waters. There are also rumours of pirates raiding ships on their trade journeys. Krita ponders whether they should steer off course and check the shadow or continue their journey as planned. How should they proceed? Sail to check the site. Send a small party to check the site. Send a small party. Fortune. Krita sends a small party to investigate the site and the crew takes a small boat with supplies and leaves. They return after a few days saying that there was a wreckage and they salvaged some of the loot. The treasures point to old stories about great ships that vanished throughout the years. Krita decides that they need to come back again to check the ship graveyard with better equipment and more crew members. They mark the coordinates on a nautical chart so that it will be easier to find the location again. Dahlia is leading negotiations visiting Pyros. There is some tension between the families and she attempts to lighten things for the two houses. To break the ice during the first audience with Lier, Dahlia has prepared a lavish gift. Minus gold. Nice. That's good, I think. Flora has arrived for a visit. She talks enthusiastically about increasing cooperation between the families of Troncaro and Meowthia and how that would benefit them both. How should we proceed? Invite her on a hunting trip. I think the top one. Plus, that's good. Request for wardship. House Troncaro has sent delegation to Lunresa. They propose that Izan should become a ward of Dahlia. Accept, I guess. Selene meets Colmanzio in a tavern in Lunresa, and they end up having a quarrel about the rules of the game of pearls after a round. How should she save her honour and avoid making the situation between the two families any worse? Should she walk away or should she use sleight of hand? Or maybe Selene should try convince Colmanzio that he was playing by the old rules. Comparing diplomacy, we have lower than he does. Equal and intrigue. I think we just leave. Game from the table, ranting angrily, swearing to make sure that everyone knows she's a cheater. I chose not to cheat, actually. Wedding ceremony. The wedding between Isaiah and Gayla has begun. As per tradition, both brought a grapevine cutting from their homes to plant side by side. As the grapes mature, a wine will be made from them, and it is said that its taste will predict the future of the marriage. So I hope they brought good grapes, I guess. Should we see if there's Artis? Ooh. Oh wait, I think we've tried this before. Should we try it again? They are in green. Maybe it was the right place, wrong time. Maybe not though. Might fail again. We'll see. Struggles to find a good spot to propose a toast. Finally, when the spot opens, she clears her throat. Thank you for this dinner. It was almost as good as what we served in our home. Selene just isn't very liked. This one's good as well. I think we've tried this one before. I'm just gonna keep trying. You go back there. We'll find you someone. Your diplomacy. Her diplomacy's gone down. I don't know, man. Oh! Everything's plus and we've got romance. Selene proposes a toast, praising the dinner and House Monsvidal. for inviting her to enjoy the evening with them. Noah looks satisfied and dinner continues with a dessert. Dahlia has arrived at Bolivari to court Fosco. So far, Roscoe hasn't shown any interest, and there are concerns with the delegation. The chances of marriage are slim. What should she do? Diplomacy. We have higher diplomacy than them, I guess. What's this? Intrigue. He has higher intrigue. House relations. Marriage is a political affair, not a matter of love or willingness. I don't think that'd be good, though. I think diplomacy. Again, trait cheerful, plus courtship, infatuated. Oh my gosh. Gala. While overseeing Masons, Gala has observed many harmful habits among the workers. Many days end with unfinished labour and wares are handled poorly. She thinks these unnecessary losses could be avoided and something must be done. Won't pay for a day half done. To maximise productivity, Gala reorganises Masons. This mostly pays off through increased productivity, but some workers have a hard time adapting to the new system, causing some discontent. The harder we work, the more likely we are to get higher wages. Guys, let's think about it like that. Celine and Noah. Comparing diplomacy, he has a higher diplomacy. Comparing intrigue. I'm not sure which one. Let's go with this one, I guess. Plus. This is good. Let's see what it is. Celine commends the actors for their representation of class interactions in the play, but she also grumbles about the cheap humour they used to fill the holes in the plot. Noah agrees with Celine, but argues that the fun came specifically from those silly plot holes. He also notes that making fun of things like the miser keeping all the gold at the cost of his servants suffering isn't the whole truth about people like that. They go back to see the rest of the play holding hands. She's finally found her mans, I think. Dahlia has been trying to court Fosco and get close to him, but he's avoiding interactions and prefers to stay in his own company. How could Dahlia get Fosco out of his shell? Walk after nightfall? Suggest taking a horse ride together, this one. Plus courtship, plus recent visit, gain confident. Fosco gets to show their skill on a horse and acts more confident around Dahlia. They share the long afternoon together after the ride. We've had a good few interactions. Character can marry Celine. Wow. Court member. On the night of Dahlia's arrival, Tarso arranges a ball for the court. Participating in a group dance should be a good chance to raise status with the company. Your intrigue. We have a better diplomacy. Nice. Request for squireship. House Troncaro sent a delegation to Lunresa. They proposed that Eisen should become a squire for Dahlia. Sure. Marriage proposal. So Celine's gonna move out then? Is that what's gonna happen now? Then we'll have a new head of the house. A beggar. Again. Give coin. Always. Insulted? Olia feels pity for the poor woman and ends up giving more gold than he intended. His wife is mad. Are you going to hand out our family fortune to beggars and lepers? Camilla, maybe we make someone else head of the family. Marriage arrange fail? The wedding between Lord No and Lady Celine has been called off. House Monsterval failed to fulfill their responsibilities. In arrangement, they failed to pay for the proceedings? House Meowthia is furious and vows that the incompetence of the house will be known by all of Caldera and will never be forgotten. Celine has 0 luck. ABC of diplomacy. You have successfully acquired basic skills on the art of diplomacy. You are now on the better side of those who fool and those who are fooled. New objectives unlocked. Excellent. Blood is thicker than water. You have now learnt the importance of marriage. Blood bonds are stronger than steel and are often the difference between being the one in shackles and the one who breaks them. New objectives unlocked. So now we have this. So we need 7 companions, 5 military units. We need to recruit a spy and grow your fiefdom to 12 population. That took us so long to do that one. I think I was focusing on the marriage aspect and I completely forgot to try figure out the trade and stuff. And then I just put it off because it didn't seem fun to me. If you think we should make Great Houses of Calderia into a playthrough with multiple parts, please do let me know. Now this is a cringy bit where I say if you did like the video, like, comment, subscribe, blah blah blah. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time.